Hi there, Tim Bauer here from LiveVideoGuitarLessons.com, the practice tip of the day. This was for the advanced player, and today I want to continue our discussion on creativity exercises. And today I want to focus on an exercise that involves us playing in a staccato fashion. Staccato means choppy, and first thing to do for this exercise is turn your amp to the most distortion you can get, or set your pedal where you can get lots and lots of distortion, because distortion gives you a lot of sustain. So I mean, it'll almost like hold forever. So, and we want that in the background, kind of tempting us to use that sustain. And the exercise is to force us not to use the sustain. Keep in mind, this is an exercise. So when you're playing for real, 80% of, roughly 80% of what you're doing when you're playing with distortion, you're going to be using that sustain capability, because that's kind of what it's for, and it sounds really cool. But if you sprinkle in 20% worth of staccato notes, it separates themselves from the sustained notes, and it sounds really, really, it has a heavy accent, and it sounds really nice. So it gives kind of the counterbalance to the sustained notes. So anyways, so first thing you do, turn on some music, figure out what key you're in, and just pick a scale and just kind of work with it. I'm not going to run any music. I'm just going to kind of set this as our pace, just go. And I'm just going to go, E on that. So, and I'm going to pick a scale. I'm just going to pick, let's just do Ionian for E major. So I'm going to be up here. All right, and the point of it, you're not going to want to do this while people are listening to you, because the exercise itself, it doesn't sound nice. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to kind of reprogram your thinking a little bit and force yourself to do it, 100 times more than you should. But just kind of play it choppy, And the idea, and of course that sounds terrible because there's no music going, and because it was far too much of that. But what you do, you sprinkle it into your sustained notes, and you get, you might kind of set the pace again. Anyway, just kind of, something. Of course, there's no music going, so that's you'll hear it when you play against the chord progression or whatever song you're working on. But anyway, that's the idea, and play the whole the exercise itself. Turn on one song and play through the entire duration of that song with the staccato notes. If you have a long song, then you want to play 2 or 3 minutes of staccato, and then turn another song on and try to work them in amongst your sustained notes. So and you can find the right combination. You might be do one song and then the next song do the mixture. You might do half of one song and staccato, and then the mixture on the second half, something like that. But you'll find the right formula for you. But the idea is that you want to kind of force yourself to kind of to play those staccato notes, because they don't come natural. You don't feel that. The electronics of distortion kind of pull you into all the sustained notes. So anyway, just kind of keep that in mind. And work it a little bit, and I think you'll like it. It's just another way to add a different nuance to what you're doing. So anyway, so thanks for tuning in for this practice tip. Tune in again tomorrow for another one, and I will see you then. Thanks.